We did do that.
Yep.
And I am recording.
Cool.
Life is good. All right, I'm going to jump around a little bit. I promise you that I do have a strategy here, so hang in there. And first thing I want to do, if I do this the correct way, let's see. Yep, is I want to start with a 12-week 135 in order to take 12 listings. This is how we ended the call yesterday, and we're going to start the call by revisiting this. Now, we've got one goal. It's to take 12 listings in 12 weeks. Our 3 priorities are based on lead generate, I can't talk, the lead generation model from the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, pages 136 to 149. And then the 5 strategies that we have underneath each of those priorities are activities. Now, one thing I did today that's different is I created a scoreboard, and we're going to get to that in just a little bit, but I'm going to take this picture away. I'm going to show another picture to you, and I want to replace the word activities with stats. Now, that said, if you pay attention to the activities and not the results, you end up getting the results. If I'm pausing, guys, it's because I'm letting people into the room. Maybe I should have a password so I didn't have to do that. And
Awesome.
if I am looking at the stats from a football game, and let's see if I can make this picture just a little bit larger. Cool. Can I move it down? Yes. Good, good, good. So ignore the score. You guys see the score. The Miami Dolphins beat the New York Jets 20-3. Awesome. Good for the Dolphins, and the Jets haven't won a game all year long. So awesome again, unless you're a Jets fan. Not awesome. Now, if I'm a football fan and I'm at a football game, I'm looking at the scoreboard. A football game without a scoreboard is pretty boring. Even if you're playing the game, it's still boring. Mm-hmm. And when you're looking at the scoreboard, guys, you're not just looking at, oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we're good here. All right. I'm not just looking at the score up here. I'm also looking at the stats. So let's talk about passing, for example. So the Miami Dolphins had 241 yards in passing. The New York Jets had 173 yards in passing. Rushing, the Miami Dolphins had 104, the Jets had 87. Receiving, let's see, can I make this picture a little bit smaller? Yes. 250 yards receiving to 197 yards. And let's see if it'll allow me to go any further. It doesn't. So I could also look at fumbles. I could look at turnovers. I could look at time of possession. Those are all stats that I'm paying attention to. And if you didn't know the score of the game, yet you know all of the stats that I just shared with you, without knowing the score of the game, who won the game?
Whoever had better stats.
Who won the game?
Miami, I assume.
The Miami Dolphins won the game. So let's just talk about passing. The Miami Dolphins had 241 yards passing. The New York Jets had 173. Who won the game? The Dolphins did, guys. Just based on the number of yards they had passing over the number of yards the Jets did, chances are pretty good the Dolphins won the game. If you look at rushing, 104 yards to 87 yards, same thing. If you look at total yards, Miami Dolphins had more total yards than the New York Jets did. The Miami Dolphins had more first downs than the New York Jets did. So based on all of that, who won the game?
Miami.
Miami did. Right. Now, what does this have to do with you? Well, remember what I said. Replace the word activities with stats. In real estate, we focus on the activities in order to get the results. Mm-hmm. In sports, we watch the scoreboard because it's fun. Oh, Jennifer Weisberg is here. Jennifer, so good to have you on the call. Jenny's here. We watch the scoreboard because it's fun, but we also watch the scoreboard to pay attention to the stats, because by paying attention to the stats, we know who's going to win the game. So I'm back in the 12-week year, and I am only looking at 2 pages today. And I've only got a few captions that I want to read to you. I'm on chapter 6, page 33. Author is Brian Moran. Let's listen to what Brian has to say on this subject. Brian starts out on page 33 by saying, can you imagine people, fans, coming to watch you work, paying for the privilege to see you in action? One of the key reasons sports are so stimulating is that we keep score. We keep track of scores, measurements, and stats to determine success and identify areas for improvement. At any point during a sporting event, every player, coach, and fan knows exactly where their team stands. So my first question to you is, are you keeping score in your business? If you are, how often do you look at the scoreboard?
Every day.
What are you paying attention? Good job, Camille. What are you paying attention to? He goes on to say, we keep track of score. No, I already said that. He goes on to say, too often in business, we fail to keep score. And without some objective measure, we cannot know for certain if we are being effective. We don't know if we're winning the game that we play, real estate, if we're not paying attention to the score, if we're not paying attention to the stats. And by the way, that's most real estate agents. And when I say most, 90%. One of the things Gary Keller says in The Millionaire Real Estate Agent is successful real estate agents know their numbers. On page 34, he goes on to say, scorekeeping functions as a reality check, providing performance feedback and insight into your effectiveness. Effective measurement removes the emotion from the evaluation process and paints an honest picture of your performance. Because if we're not paying attention, it might feel like we're winning. If we're not paying attention, it might feel like that everything is going well. And in reality, we're losing so slowly that it feels like we're winning until it's too late and game over.
John, it's like the bold law, don't mistake movement for achievement.
Good job, Victoria. 100% agree. The data is not concerned with effort or intentions. It simply focuses on outcomes. We all have a tendency from time to time to rationalize lackluster results. It's the market, it's the time of year, it's COVID. You can put any word in there you want to. But with effective scorekeeping, we are forced to confront the reality of the situation. The reality is that if we're not hitting our goals, it's simply because we're not doing the activities that lead to the results. In other words, we're choosing not to succeed. Reality, fact check, deal with it. While this can be difficult, the sooner we confront reality, the sooner we can shift our actions towards producing more desirable results. Can you imagine a CEO? I wore this shirt for a reason today, guys. Here, you can see it now. Can you imagine a CEO of a large corporation not knowing their numbers? Can you imagine Alan Waxman coming to me and asking me, how are we doing? And my response being, I really don't know. I think we're doing okay. I wouldn't have a job. Measurement provides important feedback that allows you to make intelligent decisions. Effective measurement captures both lead and lag indicators. So we have lead indicators, we have lag indicators, and I'll get to what those are in just a second. Effective measurement captures both lead and lag indicators that provide comprehensive feedback necessary for informed decision-making. While most companies and individuals effectively measure lag indicators, many tend to disregard lead indicators. So what is this? Lagging indicators are things like income, sales commission dollars, pounds lost, if my goal is to lose weight, body fat percentage, overall cholesterol levels, blah, blah, blah. Lead indicators, it doesn't say blah, blah, blah in the book. Lead indicators are the activities that produce the results. Lead indicators are the strategies that show up in your 135. Lag indicators are the listings taken. The most important lead indicator you have is a common measure of your execution. An execution measure indicates whether you did the things you said you were most important to achieving your goals. An execution measure indicates whether you did the things you said were most important to achieving your goals. Okay. Let's go back to the first screen I shared, and let's see. There we go. Okay. So looking at a 135 in order to take 12 listings over the next 12 weeks, in order to take a listing a week for the next 52 weeks, in order to take 52 listings over the next 12 months. Pretty awesome, right? Our daily activities under prospect and market are download our daily list. So on a daily basis and a weekly basis, give yourself a score of 1 to 10. This is simple. If you downloaded the list, it's a 10. If you downloaded the list, you actually got the information you were looking for, you took action on that list, you implemented the strategies in order to succeed, then it's a 10. If you totally skip the activity, it's a 0. 10 contacts every day. This one's easy. If I made 1 contact, then it's a 1. If I made 10 contacts, if I had 10 two-way conversations, it's a 10. And every other number in between. These are stats that we're going to pay attention to that are going to let us know if we're winning the game. If somebody showed up to watch us work, and this is our scoreboard, this is the scoreboard that we're watching, this is the scoreboard that they're watching, this is what's going to let us know if we're on track to win the game. Schedule at least 1 appointment every day, score of 1 to 10. Follow up forever, score of 1 to 10. Practice and role play your scripts every day for an hour in order to master your scripts, in order to improve conversion, score of 1 to 10. You have a total score possibility of 50 points every day. You have a total score possibility of 250 points for the week. What is your score? Now, do I need to score 50 points every day in my first priority, prospect and market, in order to win the game? No, I don't. According to the author, Brian Moran, if you're scoring at 85% or better, you are tracking to win the game. It doesn't take a score of 100 to win. It doesn't take a score of 100% to win. It doesn't take a score of 50 points every day or 250 points every week to win the game. I just need to be at 85% or higher. Now, if I look at the far right-hand side of my 135 and I look at my strategies, build a habit met database of 400 on a 12 direct. Score of 1 to 10. Well, that's pretty simple. If I add 400 people to a 12, 400 haven't mets to my haven't met database, and I put them on a 12 direct, then that's a score of 10. If I add 200, well, then I'm at 50%, so I get a score of 5. Launch an 8x8 smart plan on 5 new mets every week. Score of 1 to 10. Use a 36 touch on my sphere of influence of 160. Again, I'm going to score myself based on 1 to 10 on the activities, not the results. This is my scoreboard, and make 8 care call contacts every single day to the 160 people that are in my sphere of influence. Again, I have an opportunity to score myself on a 1 to 10 based on the activities, not the results. And I have a total potential score every day of 10, 20, 30, 40 points a day or 200 points a week. Those are my stats. Those are the lead indicators that lead to the lag indicators. And if somebody is showing up to watch me work and they're watching the scoreboard, this is what they're looking at. Now, if you were to create a 135 and you were to create a scoreboard around this 135, just like I did, and you kept score daily and weekly, and you made adjustments based on the results of your stats, not the results of how many listings you're taking, but the results of your stats, your lead indicators. What would your business look like 12 weeks from now?
12 listings.
Yeah, every single one of us, Camille.
Mhm.
It's a choice. Now, why don't we do it? Maybe because we don't know how. Well, now you do. So take that away. Now, why don't we do it? So talk to me, guys. It's 8:53. Give me some ahas. Let's get into time to work.
John, that was masterful.
Yes.
It was mind-blowing to put all the tools together from the 12-week year MREA and create a scoreboard of the leading indicators. Genius. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Carol. And do you think I woke up with this? Do you think I woke up and just, well, here's what we're going to talk about today? No.
You practice for this class.
There's a lot of preparation that goes into that. And why am I telling you that? Not for personal recognition, because I don't really care about that. The reason I'm telling you that is because the same thing is true for you. You can't just wake up and jump into your daily activities without preparing to succeed. How much time are you spending on your job, on your career, on your business versus how much time are you spending in your business? There's a difference. All right, talk to me. That was a bunny trail. Sorry.
A great way to prepare us for not just this business in December, but to start off 2021 running.
Yes, I'm moving around because I'm looking for my calendar, because inside my calendar, I have a copy of the chat that I saved from a couple of weeks ago when each of you gave me the number of listings that you're going to take in the first 12 weeks of 2021. You took the listing challenge. You either hit your number or you write a check for $100 to KW Cares. Now, if every one of you who did this, took this challenge, implemented this 135 exactly the way I showed it to you, kept score daily, made adjustments daily, focused on the lead indicators, guaranteed success. Guaranteed. Wow. Now, for each of you, that's amazing. And I'm so excited for you. As a team leader of a market center with 317 agents, it absolutely blows my mind what it would look like if all 317 agents in my office did this. How many listings would we take every month as an office if all 317 agents implemented this plan? Don't answer that question, but the number is huge. And as a team leader, that is so exciting.
John,
And-
I'd love to join the challenge when you have a second, the listening challenge.
You got it. You absolutely got it. Anybody that wants to join, just throw it in the chat. I'll save the chat before we're done. I'll add it to the list I already have. And you're simply going to write how many listings you're going to take in the first 12 weeks of 2021. And I accept the challenge. That's all you have to write. And I'll add you to my group.
Awesome.
John, I love what you said about scorekeeping functioning as a reality check and how it's not concerned with effort and intentions. That's such a concise motivator for me.
Love it. Love it, Melissa. Where are you calling me from? You're all bundled up like it's 20 degrees outside.
It is 20 degrees now. It's gorgeous. I just left a little coffee on the beach, but it's chilly and windy and beautiful and sunny.
Welcome to South Florida, guys.
Right?
I love it.
Florida winter.
Quack, quack. Love it. Melissa, I'm not making fun of you. Please don't have guilt. Don't get your feelings hurt. Yeah,
It's your ducks.
it's my duck, baby. It's, yeah, absolutely. I love ducks. All right, one more. Let's go. 8:58. Give me one more aha before we get to work.
John, it's Natalie. I used to, when I had my maps coach, she made me do a scoreboard and I totally forgot all about it. And it was one of the best years I ever had in real estate when I did it. And then she also made me do a ticker board. I don't know if you know what that is too. That every time you get something, you yeah, exactly. On top of and thank you for reminding me of that because I'm going to go back to that production sheet that she used to send me. I appreciate that.
Natalie, thank you for sharing. What a beautiful dog. What's your dog's name? You're on mute.
Big Daddy Kane, remember? It's Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. Move your camera just a little bit so I can see him.
I can't. Come here.
Beautiful. Is he a boxer?
No, he's an American Bulldog.
American Bulldog. What a beautiful dog. Love him. Big Daddy. I love it. All right. Any more? Okay. All right, guys, time to get to work. What is work? Work is 20 conversations, not 17, not 18, not 19, because when you settle for 17, because it's close enough, you didn't have the 18th conversation that led to $1 million listing, and you never got the listing, and you don't know you even had a chance. Every day, make care calls, not sale calls. Lead with gratitude, bring value to every single conversation, and focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral, or adding somebody to your database. Every day, schedule an appointment with at least one person who's thinking of buying a home or selling a home. Whether it's 30 days from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, it doesn't matter because there is no such thing as bad leads. And when you meet with one person every single day, the end result is you have 250 people, future opportunity in your pipeline that you are going to follow up with forever, no matter what they say, because you reject rejection and because no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. And by doing so, you are creating emotional proximity, and a large percentage of those 250 people are going to eventually hire you. And when you focus on the activities and not the results, success always shows up. Always shows up. I am proud of you. I am grateful for this time that I have with you. We have 60 people on the call. Wow, thank you. And it is an honor to be in business with you and to be a part of your team. By the way, I'm pretty competitive. I like to win. I know you guys do as well. And Play to win. Play to win. Play to win. Play to win. And when you win your game, we win our game. Make it a great day, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Take it easy, John.
Pleasure. My pleasure. Safe chat. Victoria, aren't you proud of me? I did that without anybody telling me. All right. I will see everybody tomorrow morning at 8:30. Make today your best day ever.
Thank you, John.
My pleasure, Jeff. Thank you.